Good morning, Southern California, AM 1220 KHTS. Host Fred Arnold on the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. Joined by my friend Dave Chase. Dave.
Fred, how are you? Good morning.
Second time on the show.
Thanks, man.
President and Executive Director of Snap Sports. Now, I love what Snap Sports does. It gives kids the opportunity that typically didn't have the opportunity to participate in sports that they otherwise would not have had the opportunity to do.
100%, hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
We try to offer an alternative to some of the things that Special Olympics offer, same population, but any sport that Special Olympics is not willing to do, we're willing to take on. For whatever reason they don't want to do it, that's okay with us.
Well, they
We'll
don't
try it.
want hockey?
Well,
Checking
you know,
against the board?
Well, you know, we don't play that style of hockey. It's purely a therapeutic brand of hockey that we play, but hockey nonetheless.
Yeah, I love that. So what does it stand for?
SNAP is Special Needs Athletes and Peers. What we do, Fred, we try to utilize peer athletes, whether they're teens or adults, to work with our special needs athletes, because we find that we can have a much steeper learning curve with our athletes when we use a peer athlete as a coach versus a traditional coaching hierarchy.
So you recently took some kids, 5-6 kids, to the Kings running.
They did. Darrell Evans, Kings legend Darrell Evans, runs a 5K every year to benefit one of his favorite charities. And we put a group of 6 athletes and 3 coaches in the 5K.
Mm-hmm.
We even had a pushchair athlete participate, which is really fantastic. She runs the last 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
She'll never go over the finish line in the pushchair. It's just against her will.
Right.
And but we get her out around in the 5K, and all 6 athletes competed all 5K.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful?
Pretty awesome.
Can you imagine? I just can imagine their face when they finish.
They just think that like something that they would never be able to accomplish on their own, but they get with the coaches. They started training. They train twice a week. They've been training in the summer heat. These guys are ready to go.
You know what's so special about special needs athletes, if you will, and they're really normal people. They just, for whatever reason, have a challenged ability to do
Different set
certain
of
things.
challenges.
Yeah. But they live life. I mean, the things they do and the smile and the joy they get out of things that we would find routine.
Yes, sir.
Many people would find routine.
Yes, sir.
Is what brings joy to life.
Absolutely. And you see that in that, and it's completely unbridled, and it's completely uncorrupted by all the things that we tend to get, caught up in, the image of things and all that, the optics of things, if you will. And it's just pure, unbridled athletic joy.
It's got almost the spirit within comes out.
It's absolutely, because you see them competing and trying their very best without complete disregard of anyone or anything around them.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
They're raw. They're vulnerable.
That's true.
What's coming up for Snap Sports?
Snap Sports, we're entering the final of our 10th season of flag football over the college. 10th season. College of the Canes have been a wonderful partner for us for 10 years.
The college is amazing, isn't it?
Amazing. On October 16th, we're going to have a group of athletes coming up from San Diego to play flag football all day on Sunday, October 16th. That same group's going to be in San Diego the weekend before on October 9th to play the same group. We're doing a home and home series with the San Diego group. Coming up in the fall, ice hockey begins again in November. Exciting news in January, the UCT National Winter Hockey Festival is coming to Valencia again. It was here 2 years ago. We drew teams from as far away as Vancouver, Virginia, Washington, D.C. area coming up and playing hockey here in Valencia. And this year we have commitments from teams all over the U.S. Boston, New York, New Jersey, Washington, Philadelphia, Utah, Vancouver, and the list goes on, Fred. It's really incredible.
And we get to host them in our own city.
Right here at the Ice Station, Valencia.
Absolutely beautiful. But you have something coming up in November 16th, American Special Hockey Day.
Yeah, pretty cool thing. American Special Hockey Day is something that's being recognized on a national level. I'm going to be in Washington, D.C. on that day to speak on behalf of special hockey athletes across the country. I do volunteer work with the American Special Hockey Association, who has put this day together. We're seeking to get a source of funding from the federal government to help us in our programs for autistic kids through special hockey. We have found incredible results, and we've started documenting those results, and they're interested to hear what we're doing in terms of autism and how the things that we can actually put on the table for those athletes. So we're going to be speaking on Capitol Hill on behalf of special needs athletes. We'll be Senate staffers, congressional staffers, and even a visit to the White House.
Oh, that'll be
it'll be pretty interesting on November 16th.
With you?
No, actually, we're going to be using some athletes from back east, a couple of athletes from back there. Alexander Ovechkin from the Washington Capitals will be there with us that day. A couple other members of the ASHA Ambassadors Program will be there, representing ASHA athletes across North America.
Wow. Well, thanks, Dave, for all you do. Thanks for sharing and bringing this awareness to so many in our community.
Right.
Those who want to get involved or find out more information, how can they reach out to you?
Snaphockey.org, pretty easy.
SNAP.
HOCKEY.org, pretty easy. And that gives you all the information on our local program. If you want to know more, just search through that site and get in touch with us. Our address information is on there, and we can get you involved in any way you'd like.
Yeah, thanks again for all you do.
You bet. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah,
Thanks,
absolutely. David, ladies and gentlemen, David Chase. Dave Chase, President and Executive Director of Snap Sports. I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Fred Arnold, on AM 1220 KHTS.